we are going up the service ladder in order to get on the roof and go find some honeybees. Okay, well, this is definitely a first for me. This is exciting. We are standing up on the roof of one of these multi-building complexes. Walk over here and look at the customers coming and going, which is a little slow, here. We're actually standing on top of the Starbucks. But we've got bees going in and out of this corner in here, out of this column sort of structure, and you can see this wall here. It's solid concrete. This was a poured concrete building, so they're going to be up in this hollow, boxy structure. You can tell just by hitting it that it's hollow. It's just stucco, and it's going to be some stick framing in here just to build out this little bit of character that the building has. So we're going to go try to find some tools and try to figure out how to get the tools up here. We've got to get the vac box up here, because I don't even think, I brought my extra long hoses, but I don't think even with those we can reach the ground. So we've got to figure out how to get all of the equipment up here and how to get power up here and everything else. And so far we got up here by just going up a very vertical, very narrow access ladder. So we'll do some scouting around here, and then we'll see. If you have an idea of what we're doing right now, I'm standing on a brick and I've got a deadline tied off to it. Luckily there's a cinder block up here, and we're roping stuff up on the outside of the building. So I've got my father-in-law down there tying together a crate full of tools, and we've got our box up here. So we're just trying to get as much up here as we can right now, and then we'll get to work. Nice styrofoam will get you. So we're still trying to expose them. They're all inside this corner structure and up in there. And right now we're still just in demo mode, just trying to find the full extent. It looks like what once was a very large colony, but now they're struggling or failing for some reason. It's a little clump of bees in here in that corner from what I can tell so far, and they haven't shown us any aggression. I don't have my feet on. So we're just kind of, right now, just still deconstructing, figuring out where they're all at. Okay, so we got them fully exposed now. We've gone all the way to the right, all the way to the left. They're up in that column a little bit, and up in this column more. But again, all the bees are just right here clumped in this corner. So we're going to start cutting out all these dead combs and start getting them condensed down to the corner. And then we'll see, hopefully find a queen. There's not a whole lot of bees here, so I'm not really sure what we're going to find. But we're going to start cutting. Alright, so we're still mostly in demo mode, but we're getting down to where we got the last few combs that the bees are starting to cluster on. So we're going to start cutting out comb one at a time and backing the bees off of it as we do. And hopefully find a queen, but so far we haven't seen any real presence of any eggs or brood, and really no surplus honey. So we're not really sure what we'll find. Seeking shelter for what it's worth. The rain just broke. It came down for about 10 minutes here, just a real heavy downpour. I think we've just about got everything. I've got the father-in-law picking it up. He decided to work through the rain. He's not a wimp like me. But we're still trying to find the queen. They scuttled off into a few holes, so we're just trying to give her a little bit more time to come out. But if we don't get her here for long, I think we're just going to call it. They're not giving me any indication of where she might be. They're not all running one direction, so we're just trying to run them out of any corner that we can and hopefully find them. So, well, we're done with this one. Despite the rain and everything else nasty, we got them out of there. Unfortunately, we never found the queen, never spotted her, and never had any indication that I found eggs and I found brood. You know, so it's a sign that she's here. She was here 3 days ago, but still the population of the hive was just real small, given how big the volume of combs was. So I think my concern is that crack there in the back, a lot of them were cramming down in there, and so towards the end of the job I started spraying repellent in there to try to bring them back out. What that is, it's just a gap about a ½ inch wide between the back of the stucco and the concrete wall. You know, it's just like this one here, this little gap is all that is. So there's no combs in there, but the problem is that on the front of the store out here, it goes all the way down. So if I sprayed that repellent and I didn't get it behind them like I needed to, the queen very well may have been in there and just run deeper and deeper into the wall. Because every time I was spraying repellent, some bees would come out, but I never did get a good rush of a lot of them coming out. I'd get, 100 of them to crawl out and they'd stop, and I'd spray again. Get a few more, they'd stop. So at this point, you just got to call it. It's not worth chasing down the whole front of the building, ripping off this stucco trying to find her. So we'll take home what we've got. We've got bees, we've got brood. We'll try to get them set back up. and or probably end up combining them with another hive just because their population really is not very strong at all. But I've sprayed all this down with repellent, and so that's why this little group of them is clumping up here on the outside. So we're done with this one for what it's worth. We're over here shimmying tools back down over the side of the building. I don't know if I showed you all this or not, but we got a ratchet strap, and I just tie on a load and send it down. I got my father-in-law down there at the bottom unhooking stuff. So that's it for this one. We're packed up, headed home. Just touring around the building here, checking all the rest of these posts before I leave. Apparently bees aren't the only thing I like to get up here. Have some sort of rat or bat or something, not a whole lot left of it. I think a rat, but it's got itself, somehow it got itself stuck in there and wedged. And I guess probably just starved to death stuck there. So kind of sad, but interesting also.